Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have for you a Rage of the Deep Sea deck. Now this card is a 5-star fish water monster that says this card gains 500 attack and defense for each fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster in your graveyard. So basically what we're trying to do with this deck is put a bunch of monsters in the graveyard to boost the attack of Rage of the Deep Sea. However, because there are a lot of strong decks right now, that win condition alone wasn't enough, so I had to throw in Citadel Well and Sea Stealth Attack. So the deck it's kind of cheap in that sense that we do run Citadel Well, and full disclosure, I didn't get to see a whole lot of Rage of the Deep Sea, but this deck still was pretty fun. It gave me some really cool duels that I wanted to show you guys, so that's why I'm making this video. We'll start with the traps and spells. So we have the 3 Sea Stealth attacks, 3 Legendary Oceans to go with it, and then 3 Grass Look Screener. The real cool thing about Sea Stealth attack is that if you mill your Legendary Ocean using Grass, you can still activate that from the graveyard. And a lot of the times people, in order to counter the Sea Stealth attack, they usually banish a Legendary Ocean, and if you get your hands on another Sea Stealth attack, it won't really matter because you'll have plenty of backups, whether in the grave or that you can search out with Word of Atlantis, that running 2, which is all I have. The Gishki engine in here, we're gonna have Gishki Mollusk and Gishki Chain. They both serve the same purpose. They're both gonna help us control our top deck. It is a 30 card deck, so consistency is kind of an issue. And cards like Gishki Chain and Gishki Mollusk can help us control what's on top of the deck, what we're gonna draw into, and things like that. It also helps with Fishborg Planter. A lot of the times, if I have a Mollusk, I can make sure that the next card I'm gonna draw is a spell or trap, and then I can send a monster with Fishborg Planter from the deck in order to special summon it. So we have 3 of those. 1 Abbey Soldier, which is all I have, 1 Swap Frog to combine with 1 Treeborn Frog. Treeborn Frog is a little useless after you have your Sea Stealth attack, but it's still kind of cool if you can use Grass early game. You get that free monster that you can either tribute for your Rage of the Deep Sea or for your Citadel Well. I throw in 1 RMC Hunter just because it's an 1800 beater. And it has a kind of a cool effect. After damage calculation, if this card battles an effect monster, negate the effect of that monster, including in the graveyard. You must control another face-up water monster to activate and to resolve this effect. If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy 1 face-up level 3 or lower water monster if you control instead. So you can negate effects. It didn't come up at all because, like I said, I'm only running the 1-of. But I just wanted to throw it in there. I also threw for Spice the Tripper Mercury. This card is really cool. When this card is tribute summoned, you can change all monsters on the field to face-up attack position. You can tribute 3 monsters to tribute summon, but not set this card. If summoned this way, while this card is on the field, all monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to their original attack. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. That effect, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase, came in super clutch in a really close match that I had against Ultra Athlete that I'm super excited to show you guys. That's it for the deck list. We're running Grit. The only reason why I'm running Grit is because I was tired of getting OTK'd. If I go first against Destiny Heroes, I get OTK'd. If I go first against For Hires, I get OTK'd. If I go first against Vampires, I get OTK'd. If I go first against Ultra Athletes, well actually Ultra Athletes don't really OTK. But I kept going first, I kept getting OTK'd, and it was so frustrating that I just went with Grit. That way I had that small insurance that my life points were at full. I could survive 1 turn. Maybe I wouldn't have to force my plays with the cards I had. I could wait 1 more turn, hopefully draw something better, and go off from there. That's why we're running Grit. And I'm also trying to level up Jaden just for the gem factor. Another reason why we have the boy. Where are we at? Dual replays. Sorry, I was in the wrong place. Let's go ahead and get into some replays. Yeah, I've been trying different stuff today. Earlier, when I was talking to people on Discord, they really wanted a Gaia, the new Gaia fusion. If that's actually Elemental Hero Gaia. They wanted me to make a deck with that, and it just kept getting obliterated. And I started playing this, and it worked well enough to, make an entertainment video out of it. So here we're going up against Crowler. We're going second, which is good for us. And we have Gishki Chain, so off the top we can control what we're going to draw into. And this was a cool Ancient Gear deck. Using Geargia, Uger? I don't know. It's going to search an Ancient Gear Knight and immediately, turn 1, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. So this was kind of intimidating, but I knew that if I somehow was able to get, you know, C Stealth attack on board, I could take care of this Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. And we're gonna see the Cosmic Cyclone on the Legendary Ocean right away, which is a little unfortunate, but I can still destroy his monster. And I wasn't worried here about getting OTK'd. Again, my life points are at full, so even if he, you know, had another monster to push for game, hopefully my grit would have saved me there. So we're gonna take 2900 to the face, but we're controlling our top deck, so I put Grass Looks Greener on top. Mollusk is gonna let me control my deck even farther so that I can make sure that whatever's on top is a water monster for Fishborg Planter. So now I just summon another Mollusk, go for my Citadel Well, grab my Sea Stealth attack, and I don't have to worry about having Umi in hand or, you know, Legendary Ocean, even though it's banished, because I did mill one of them with my grass. And that's what I'm talking about, like you know, the advantage of running grass and running 3 copies of Legendary Ocean. So now my spell is live, he suicides into it and then scoops it up. So it's, you know, a little sad for him. He had his god hand, he had his monster turn 1, he just wasn't able to finish me there. And, you know, after that it was pretty easy for me to just counter with Sea Stealth attack. So if by any chance you have a consistent Elemental Hero Gaia deck that you want to share with me to show on the channel, feel free to do it in Discord. For me it was very frustrating, because you spend so many resources to get one guy out and it doesn't do a whole lot. So that's why it kind of sucks. I was glad that they added, you know, some generic Elemental Hero fusions, but him alone is not very strong right now. So we're going up against Destiny Hero, and this time we open up with Grass, but unfortunately we have Fishborg and Treeborn Frog, which are 2 cards that I kind of want to mill, and I pick up a second Grass. I still get a Fishborg in there. I'm gonna control my top deck with Gishki Mollusk, and now I can, you know, special summon my Citadel Well, grab the Sea Stealth attack, and just end my turn. During his draw phase, I activate my Sea Stealth attack, grab the Umi from the graveyard, and he's gonna mill some Destiny Heroes into the grave. I go for Fishborg yet again, go for that double well action. Get a second Sea Stealth attack, just in case, man, you never know. Especially with people running Galaxy Cyclone, I really liked having one backup Sea Stealth attack that could grab that Umi from the graveyard if needed. So here, I'm going to go ahead and destroy the Dangerous, hitting for 25. And he goes for Destiny Hero Decider. Draws 2 with Celestial, doesn't pick up Mass Change, but it wouldn't have done a whole lot of good, you know, a whole lot of good for him. And this is what I'm talking about. He banishes my Legendary Ocean, thinking he's safe, right? Without Umi, my traps are useless. But I flip up my second one, grab another Legendary Ocean from the grave, and my Sea Stealth attack is back and live. So all I have to do is summon my Gishki Chain, control that top deck, destroy the Cider, and hit him for 2500. Double Sea Stealth attack is super devastating because you can dodge so much back row, you know, you can dodge Wall of D, you can dodge all kinds of stuff. That was Bandit Key, so we got Kaiba next. I'm still kind of stuck at DOB 19 in the KC Cup, but I haven't been dueling too much. I feel like the more I grind, the worse my RNG gets, so I've been doing, like, you know, a few duels here and there. I went down to 18, back up to 19, but I haven't made the jump to 20 yet, unfortunately. So this is kind of an easy duel for me. I have Abbey Soldier, Legendary Ocean, immediate 2000. He's got a 30 card deck, so I'm assuming, you know, he needs something like Magical Merchant to get going. So having my Abbey Soldier it's a huge advantage. and I can just summon my Rage of the Deep Sea next turn if need be, although its attack is not great right now. So we're gonna pick up Sea Stealth attack, send the monster back, summon Rage of the Deep Sea, go for the attack. I run into a wall of D, which is a little unfortunate, but I have Sea Stealth attack, so I don't have to worry about protecting my Rage of the Deep Sea. He tries to destroy my Abyss Soldier. I dodge the attack right away. I don't think he realized that my Rage of the Deep Sea was level 5 originally, so my Sea Stealth attack still goes through, destroys the carrot, and that's pretty much it. Then this was just me memeing right here. I send my Treeborn Frog to the grave to bring my Rage of the Deep Sea back to my hand so I can summon it and give the finishing blow with Rage of the Deep Sea, because this is his deck and this is probably as much of him as you're going to see, unfortunately. Because Well just kind of stole the show, you know. That was Kaiba. We have Zane. This is the Ultra Athlete matchup that I was talking about earlier. It was really intense. The duel lasted like almost 10 minutes, I want to say. And at the beginning we were both playing very passive. I didn't want to activate his skill. He didn't want to overextend, so you're gonna see a lot of just turns ending. But we're going second. I don't have a great hand. I pick up Gishki Chain, which immediately makes everything better. I can control my top deck. Hopefully, you know, I'm looking for something like Grass Looks Greener so that I can start doing my plays. But I don't want to attack into his Cyber Style skill. So I'm only, you know, controlling my top deck and ending turn. I figured if he didn't have anything to tribute summon, I didn't know it was Ultra Athletes yet. But I figured if he's waiting for Cyber Style and he doesn't have anything to summon, maybe I can get my Citadel Well out. Unfortunately, even though I have Sea Stealth attack, I don't have my Legendary Ocean. So here I'm just thinning the deck a little bit, hoping that, you know, I can get either a Warrior of Atlantis or Legendary Ocean. I pick up a second Citadel Well, and we're just passing right here. We're both just ending. He used Galaxy Cyclone, which now I have to play around because, you know, once in the grave can destroy my face-up Sea Stealth attack or Legendary Ocean. So I go ahead and set a Fishborg Planter. This might have been maybe I'm thinking of a different though. So I finally get Warrior of Atlantis. I tribute summon my Rage of the Deep Sea. I could have just, you know, used my Legendary Ocean and summon it regularly, but I wanted to get this Fishborg Planter in the grave to have something, you know, to banish with my Sea Stealth attack in case I needed to protect my cards from being destroyed. We're gonna see the Canada on Citadel Well. I get to negate that, activate Fishborg Planter, summon it, and I go double Well. The reason why I wanted to go double Well is because, like I said, he has Galaxy Cyclone, so he can take care of this Legendary Ocean, and I wanted to have that double Sea Stealth attack going so that when he destroys my Legendary Ocean, I can immediately bring it back with the second one from the grave. So that's why I went double Well here. He's gonna activate Penalty Box. I figured this is what he was trying to do, you know, just get his Canada out. But I should be able to destroy that fairly easily, which I do. Unfortunately though, I run into a Drowning Mirror Force, and I can only save one of my wells. Sea Stealth attack pretty clutch to dodge the Drowning Mirror Force. However, the second well does go back to the deck. But at this point, this is where Grit, even though you're not seeing Grit come into play too much right here, if he summons the Mighty Slugger, Sea Stealth attack doesn't activate. So if I have to, I can still save my Citadel Well and be protected, you know, from the OTK because of Grit. So that's why this skill was so useful, you know, just having that insurance right there. So here he destroys my Legendary Ocean with the Galaxy Cyclone like I figured, but I'm able to flip up my second Sea Stealth attack to activate it back from the grave. I finally decide to do some damage. I'm like, I have double Sea Stealth attack, I have a well, I'm feeling confident. I feel like whatever he can throw at me, I'll be able to get through. So I'll deal the damage. He goes for Stadium into Cyber Style right away. Summons, tribute summons for Dunker, and I think the fact that he took so much damage was not part of his plan either. He probably wanted to summon Rebounder and then, you know, summon another Ultra Athlete, but he's forced to Tribute 2 for the Dunker. And Dunker, it's kind of easy to dodge. I don't have to worry about, you know, my C-Stealth attack not activating. However, because of Penalty Box, his effect is going to go through as well. So even though his monster gets destroyed, mine also gets banished. So because of that, I decide to, you know, I'm like, okay, you want to suicide? You have to suicide into my well. And he chooses not to. He saves his Dunker, which, looking back, he probably should have gone and, you know, banished my Citadel well. But because I double banished both my Swap Frog and my Fishborg, you know, he decided not to follow through with the attack. So now I can go into Tripper Mercury, which comes super clutch here. We're going to activate Fishborg yet again, and you know, just have him here as a banished target for my C-Stealth attack. Again, if I have to protect my cards. And I'm going to destroy the Cyber Dragon first. I'm not worried about C-Stealth attack. And here, I mean about Wall of Disruption. So Penalty Box is going to banish my Tripper Mercury, but I still have my well on the field, which is very important. And before the end phase, I reset the attack using C-Stealth attack. I know that I have to dodge a Mighty Slugger, but other than that, I'm pretty much, you know, I'm golden. I have 4,000 life points still, which grit means grit some point. So right here at the start of the battle phase, very important, and I think I explained this in some other video. Very important to always have your toggle on when going up against Mighty Slugger, so that you can chain things or activate things before he declares the attack, because after he declares it, you're done. So immediately I get my Citadel well out of there. He's down to 100 life points, so all I have to do is use my well to destroy the Slugger, even though my well gets banished, and finish the attack with my what's his name? Armed Sea Hunter. So that's a pretty intense duel. I mean, at least while it was happening, it was really intense, because I felt like at any point he could have, you know, Ultra Athletes just go off and he could have won the game at any point. But luckily for me, I was patient enough, I did the right plays, and I came away with the win. And this is going to be the last replay against Jamil Kura. So we're going up against Archfiends, which was interesting off the bat. Luckily I have a C-Stealth attack and Legendary Ocean to go with Rage of the Deep Sea. So even though Rage of the Deep Sea has no attack here, you know, he's still valuable as a 5-star monster because of C-Stealth attack. I was not expecting, however, a Ultimate Providence, so my C-Stealth attack is gone. And he's able to destroy my Rage of the Deep Sea with the Doom Dog. Kind of disrespectful there a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Hits me for 800. My Frog is not gonna come back because I'm controlling Spell and Traps. But I pick up a second C-Stealth attack, and I have Rage of the Deep Sea yet again. But there was no point in attacking for me here. If I attack, I give him a Search or a Special Summon, regardless of what I attack. So I just, you know, held my ground, end my turn. Didn't want to give him that Archfiend Emperor just yet, so he suicides into my Rage of the Deep Sea to search his Archfiend Emperor. Also suicides the Archfiend Cavalry to special summon Archfiend General, and I pick up Citadel Well, which is super clutch. Now I'm in a very good position because he's gonna use Kriwo, by the way. But what he's gonna have to do with his Archfiend Emperor is he has to destroy the Legendary Ocean or C-Stealth attack. If I want to protect either of those, I have to banish my Citadel Well, and then I'm open for a direct attack and I lose because I'm under 4,000, so my grid is probably not gonna go off. If he summons the Archfiend, he can't target my well because I can just negate the effect. So having this second C-Stealth attack was super clutch. He ends up going for the face down, and it still worked out for me because I get to keep my Legendary Ocean, I get to keep my C-Stealth attack, and I don't have to worry about, you know, my well being destroyed. I pick up Grass, which was the best pickup I could have gotten. We're gonna get Gishki Mollusk, double Gishki Mollusk, just to, you know, fix my top deck so that I could get a Fishborg Planter. And once Fishborg Planter is out, then my opponent is in... I couldn't pause it quick enough, but my opponent is in an unwinnable situation. Again, he has to target my C Stealth attack or my Umi in order to get to my Whale. And I can just banish the Fishborg to protect those, and Whale protects itself from any, you know, target effects. So he recognizes that, scoops it up, and I get the win. So once again, you saw a little bit of a Rage of the Deep Sea. Probably not the way you wanted to. I think I'll use this deck on stream just because it was really fun, but you know, Whale just too strong to not make it your win condition. You know, if I take Whale out and see Stealth attack, then this deck is just going to lose very badly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And till next time.